You know, it is my pleasure to be here with all of you today, and I'm so honored that Mrs. Netanyahu is joining us. This is such a treat for me. We have known about each other for many, many years, and we just met for the first time. So it's just a great treat. You know, I know a lot of you probably wonder why I would choose art therapy as my initiative as Second Lady. And when I was an art teacher, I was invited to go to Disneyland, and I was asking questions of the artists there. And the person showing me around Disneyland said, "I didn't know that you were an art teacher, Mrs. Pence. You need to get involved in Tracy's Kids." And I started getting involved in Tracy's Kids, which is an art therapy program for children with cancer. We are now in 5 states, and we have 7 locations. But I had never seen a program, and I have a master's degree in art education. I'd never seen a program where children were asking, when do I get to go back to the hospital to get my infusion? So I knew there's something to this program. Yep. So I got very involved in art therapy and helped raise money in my home state of Indiana to bring art therapists to our children's hospital in Indiana. And then I became aware of art therapy's use with soldiers with PTSD, and through a program many of you probably know about called Combat Paper, where the soldiers cut up their uniforms into little pieces and make paper out of that, and then create something new on that paper. And I started to see all of this, and then as I became Second Lady and was asked, you know, what would you like your one initiative to be? I realized that art therapists are very misunderstood. Art therapy is not arts and crafts. You are mental health professionals. Most of you have a master's or doctorate degree. This is a type of therapy. But I started learning through a neurologist at Walter Reed that we're doing research now that actually shows how the brain changes during an art therapy. And I say art therapy, I mean music therapy, dance therapy, bibliotherapy that you have here, all the different types of arts therapy, that the brain actually heals. And I've spoken to soldiers who have said, I was suicidal, I don't go to that dark place anymore. And there's something about your profession. It's a privilege for me to come because I'm not an art therapist. And when I watch you work, I'm amazed. I'm just amazed. It's such a spectacular profession that I decided to become an advocate for you. I want to raise awareness for your profession and elevate your profession. I want more people to go into art therapy because if we do our job telling about it, more people will want to go into it and there will be more of a need. And I want people to know it's available. That, you know, and Sara and I were speaking beforehand, this is not meant to supersede any other therapies. This is meant to, you know, just be a supplement, another type of therapy. And so it's a privilege to be here with Mrs. Netanyahu, who is a psychologist. This is great to be with you and have you join us today.
Thank you very much, Karen. Thank you very much. So good morning to everybody and to you, Karen. Welcome to Israel, to Jerusalem.
Thank you.
I will read because I'm a Hebrew speaker. Anyhow, that's so okay, yeah. It is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you and the Vice President to Jerusalem, our internal capital. And I'm delighted to participate in this today's roundtable and to meet all these wonderful people. As a participating child psychologist, I share your deep commitment to art therapy. I'm a true believer in the healing power, like we talked before, of art, drama. By the way, I believe also in drama therapy, yes. and contact with animals, because this is also
Yes,
some
pet therapy.
kind of treatment
Yeah.
that I appreciate a lot. Your initiative, art therapy, healing with the heart, like Hannah said, with an like, with age, is helping advance the field of spreading awareness, and by encouraging the next generation and professionals. I look forward to learning more from today's discussion about how we can bring the benefits of art therapy and all the other kind of therapy to those who need it in Israel, in the United States, and in the whole world. So, okay, thank you, and
Thank you.
wonderful day.
Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
being here.
You can do whatever you wish with the time. Sing. Pass. Pass.
Your original paper with your name.
Pass. Pass. Pass.
I think what is interesting is each one
It's about respecting the other thoughts that